And the next step is to make sure to get PostgreSQL up and running. So before we start creating our Django app, we need to specify and set up and make sure everything is working properly with the PostgreSQL database. The first thing we need to do is to, of course, to install the PostgreSQL server database and make sure that we have this PG admin tool, and then we can create, or if we want to use an existing database, but typically we want to create a new database here using this PG admin tool. And then we need to make sure that we are able to log into that database with the specified, so assuming we create a database called company, then we need to specify localhost, since the server in this case is on the same computer. Of course, you can also install the database on another computer, the default port, the name of the database, the user that was part of the installation of PostgreSQL database, and the password you entered. Then when you are able to log in here, you can also, of course, create new users, etc. The next step then is to create a Python package called G2, which is a Python package that you need to install in your virtual Python environment that we created. So that's basically just a Python package or driver that Django uses to communicate with this PostgreSQL database. Next, we need to just go into the file settings.py in our Django project to specify the information that we need in order to communicate with the database. So then we need to specify an engine, in this case just django.db.backends.postgresql. Name, that's the name of the database that you create here. So here is the name. You can create a database called company or whatever you like, and that's the same name you need to use here. And this user is the default user. And as mentioned, you can also, of course, create your own users, but that's the default user that is created by default. And then the password that you entered during the installation. And then if this, the PostgreSQL is on the same computer, you can just use a localhost, and the default port is 5432 like this. So this information is needed to enter in this settings.py file. Then the next step is to migrate. That is basically to install the default database tables that is used by Django. So then if the connection to the database is properly entered in settings.py, and then in the command prompt we basically just type python manage.py, make migrations, and then python manage.py migrate. These two commands together make sure that the default databases and tables that is part of Django is installed in our Postgre database. So here you see some examples of the default tables that is installed as part of Django. Let's go through these steps step by step. So let's go to this Postgre database. Then we just use this PG admin tool, which is part of the PostgreSQL installation, which I find here. I just open it. Take some seconds to open it before we can use it to create a new database that we are going to use in our Django application. So now this PG admin is open, and here under servers, when you click here, you need to just enter the password that you entered during the installation of PostgreSQL. So that's my password. And then here on the databases, you get access to the different databases you have as part of your Django database system. By default, this PostgreSQL Postgres database is installed by default, so you can use that one if you want to, but typically you want to create a new database that you want to use in your Django project. So then basically just click on databases and create database. I have already created a database called company in a previous example here, but let's So the different names of the database here has to be unique. So in your case, you can create a company database, but since I have already used it, I just call my database comp like this and click save. And then this comp database is now created here. And then we can also go here under schemas, click here, and then you see here you have an overview of the different tables, but so far there are no tables here. So that's the next step in order to migrate and create the default Django tables. But first we need to install this Python package. That is the driver to communicate with the PostgreSQL from Django and Python. So then we just go to our virtual environment, which is located here in our case, and then we just use the pip command, pip install, and this package called PSYCOPG2 binary. So that's just the name you need to remember, and then we click just enter in order to install that Python package. And now the Python package is installed. And to verify that this Python package is installed, we just go to the folder for the virtual environment, go to libraries, site packages, and then you see these two folders here indicates that this Python package has been properly installed. So now let's see if we can connect to this new database called comp in my case. Then basically you just right click, go to this query tool, and then you have this here, server name, host name, port, database, user and password, etc. So then you select existing server here, typically just the latest one, Postgres 17, and then most of the information is filled out, server name, localhost in my case, port, and the database is just this new one I created. In my case it's called comp. You can of course create whatever name for your database, and the default user Postgres, and this password we entered during the installation of this PostgreSQL server installation. And now you can just click connect here, and now let me see, the password was wrong, so then like this, and now we was able to connect to the database. And now we need to go to our not this one, but our project in Visual Studio Code, and then here in the settings here we previously setting up the name for our application. Then here we just scroll down, we find information about the database. So here's the connection parameters for the database. A default database is this, as mentioned earlier, this SQLite database, but now we should change it to using this Postgre instead. So then this engine name is typically Django DB backends. Instead of SQLite, we just need to type like this, PostgreSQL, and then we have the name. In our case, in my case, it's just the comp, which is the name of my database. And then we have the user. I just use the default user, which is Postgre. And the password, of course, I need to enter my password here. And you need to enter your password, of course. And then host, in my case localhost, and then this default port, which is 5432, like this. And then I just remove this one, of course. Basically that's the information you need. So engine name, this is the engine name in order to be able to use PostgreSQL instead of this SQLite. The name of the database, in my case, if I go back to this Postgre, here you find the name of your database. The user, the default user is Postgres. Of course you can change and create new users, etc., and this password for this user. And since my database is on the same computer, I just use localhost and the default port like this. And then I just make sure settings.py is saved. And now we need to migrate or update the database using these settings. So now I go back to command prompt, make sure to go to the Django Project folder, company in my case, and then just type Python manage.py and then make migrations. Like this, click enter, and there you see there are some changes there, and the next step is to just type Python manage.py and then just migrate like this. And click enter. Yeah, I get an error message there. Let's just double check that we spelled it correctly. So here you see a spelling mistake. So it should be PostgreSQL here for the engine. Django.db backends.postgre like this. Save it. Now we just make the same procedure once more. Make migrations like this, and then we use this migrate command here. Now some problem with the password. And also I needed to make, of course, to make sure that my password was correct. So now we should be ready. Python manage.py migrate, click enter, and now you see it doing some work here. And now we can go back to the Postgre database, this PG admin, go to our, in my case, comp database, right click here on the schema, and then you have these different tables here. Then you see these different tables has now been created by Django. These are different default table that is part of a Django application and a Django project.